I get constant requests for various things, a good number of which I consider, if the person requesting it, asked politely. Lately, I've gotten more than one commenter kindly wondering if I would do a video on parody songwriter Weird Al Yankovic. Truth be told, I am actually rather new to his work. I had heard of him and seen a bit of his Saturday morning show many years ago, but I never listened to his songs. However, based on these requests, likely due to the release of his new album, I decided to delve into his songwriting career. And I have to say, he's a very talented individual. It's clear that he does these song parodies not out of contempt for the artist, but because he wants to put his own spin on their music. So, after listening to a large portion of his songs, I've decided to count down my favorite Weird Al Yankovic songs. Starting with Fat, a parody of Michael Jackson's Bad, and even using the same subway station set in his music video, Weird Al takes that declaration of being bad and turns it into somebody proudly hailing their weight. While this could be considered offensive to overweight people, it can be equally interpreted as a power ballad, and Weird Al is clearly having a lot of fun with the wordplay. It even serves as a satire on how other people tend to see the overweight, when they can give just as much society as thin people. The song also relates to Weird Al's fascination with food that appears in a number of his songs. Jackson was very excited when Weird Al asked his permission to write the song, and it's easy to see why. The Saga Begins, a retelling of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, set to the American Pie melody. Weird Al does the whole song in character as Obi-Wan Kenobi, and considering the reaction to the prequel, it's refreshing to see him sing about the film with no sense of cynicism. There's a genuine enthusiasm that is all throughout the song, and it's obvious that Weird Al is a big Star Wars fan. This is a perfect example of Weird Al's ability to take an unrelated subject and combine it with the lyrics. While the lyrics are humorous, it's the warmness that exudes from them that adds to its charm. Even George Lucas absolutely loved this song. I love Rock You Road. As an ice cream enthusiast, I can actually relate to the lyrics, even though I've never actually tried Rock You Road. But with my own favorite flavors, his desire to have that perfect ice cream is definitely a real sentiment. The song also pays homage to the olden days of walking into an ice cream parlor and seeing what options are out there. It also says that trying something different and sticking to what gives you the most pleasure are equally worthy options. Throw in the catchy tune, and you also have a worthy song that is a wonderful tribute to our favorite frozen treat. Don't download this song. A commentary on how illegally downloading songs affects the artist. While the parody has the appearance of a call to action, the lyrics are peppered with hilarious bits making fun of the extreme reaction that companies tend to have about piracy. Weird Al's opinion is actually almost ambiguous, as he wants people to support his work, yet he also wants listeners to have the freedom to listen and love his work. Of course, with him shifting his platform to YouTube and offering songs for free on his channel, he seems aware you can make money through online platforms. The Bob Plimpton animated music video is also fantastic, nicely conveying the message further. Of course, I realize the irony that I'm talking over footage of the song, but I also listened to it many times on his YouTube channel, with all that ad revenue going directly into Weird Al's pocket. I Lost on Jeopardy. This song manages the simultaneous effect of having you laugh at Weird Al's predicament while also sympathizing with him as he completely bombs at Jeopardy. Imagine the pressure and sweat one might go through appearing on a game show and not getting the questions right. He seems to portray that very well, as his embarrassment heightens through the course of the song. The music video adds to the humor, as our reactions definitely match Al's when the answers appear on the board. There's also a funny little in-joke when one of his fellow contestants is revealed to be an architect. While Weird Al would later appear on a Jeopardy spin-off and do pretty well, this song does a nice job of showing what could go wrong on a quiz show. UHF. The main theme from his cult film, this was an appropriate way to end the movie as it played over the end credits. Like the film itself, it's an homage to the concept of those hidden channels that present programming not normally seen on the major networks. While not a parody, Weird Al still fills the lyrics with many humorous bits and pieces, all to a fun melody, and it's clear from the energetic performance how excited he was to make a movie. While I personally find the film is rather hit or miss, it's still disappointing it did poorly on its theatrical release, because we were deprived of more and better movies from Weird Al, and other great original songs that would play over the end credits. UHF has since gained a cult following, and this song is definitely a special part of that. Jurassic Park. Inspired by the Steven Spielberg blockbuster, Weird Al does a fantastic job of injecting his sense of humor into the story, whilst utilizing as many references to the movie as possible. He also throws in fun nods to actual theme parks, while also showing the fear one might go through when in a park filled with hungry carnivorous dinosaurs. Weird Al actually successfully showed fright while singing this song, but in classic fashion, it never gets too grotesque or scary. The music video is also amazing, with some hilarious visual gags, and who doesn't feel good seeing Barney come face to face with some real dinosaurs? Both the song and the music video make this Jurassic Park worth visiting again and again. Word crimes. From his newest album, Mandatory Fun, Weird Al has said he wrote a song that would fit into the school curriculum, and you know what? It actually should be shown in school. A parody of blurred lines, he completely turns into a lesson in grammar, and it proves incredibly entertaining and educational. He even brings up grammar terms I never even heard of, as well as grammatical terms that get on my nerves too. If they were to play this in front of English students, they would probably ace the next test. My sincere hope is that this lyrically perfect song improves the literacy and grammar of many people, and we see an end to its being used incorrectly. Amish Paradise. I think listening to this song made me appreciate Weird Al's talent fully. Anybody who knows me knows I don't much care for rap, so for me to find this a fantastic song is key to how good of a songwriter he is. While it didn't make the list, Perform This Way even managed to make a Stephanie Giminata song sound tolerable. That's impressive. Back to Amish Paradise, Weird Al does a great job of showcasing that lifestyle without insulting them. If anything, he portrays them in a great light, and if they used electricity, I'm sure they would appreciate how that culture is portrayed. I even learned some things about the Amish I didn't know of before. I never once listened to Gangsta's Paradise, and yet I know a good chunk of the lyrics to this. Make of that what you will. And my favorite Weird Al Yankovic song is Eat It. Taking Michael Jackson's Beat It and making it entirely into a song about food was highly imaginative on Weird Al's part, and he knocked it out of the park. Sounding like a parent telling their child to eat everything on their dinner plate, the song throws in as many food names as possible, sticking perfectly with the original melody. His guitarist also deserves credit for his cover of the song, and so, combined with Weird Al's vocals, it's definitely very listenable, even more so than the original song in my opinion. The music video is also a fun take on Jackson's video, with Weird Al showcasing his expected dance moves. I have not mentioned this before, but I'm continually impressed by how he uses his rubbery limbs and his expressive face, and yet strangely without overdoing it. I've maybe listened to Beat It once, but I'll definitely be listening to Eat It many times in the future. That is the power of Weird Al. And with that, I'll see you next time.